Hey, what's up guys? Alex here with a new video, and I am back after like a 3-month hiatus, but I got tons of content coming out for you guys, and I'm super excited to be back making videos. And we're gonna go ahead and start off with Canon's latest 1.4 update for the EOS R. Now, just as a quick side note, I am filming this video with Canon's new 15-35 f2.8 RFIS. So let me know in the comments down below if you notice a difference. So far, I've only used this lens once at this previous wedding I did this past weekend, and so far it has been perfect. So, Canon's 1.4 update. When Canon kind of unveiled this last month, or I think 2 months ago, a lot of people were kind of in shock at how good or how improved Canon's IAF was. And if you've seen my previous videos, Canon was doing a great job already picking up the face. I think it was just their algorithm or whatever they were doing just wasn't picking up the eye. You had to really be at portrait distance for the camera to recognize the eye. But other than that, eye detection didn't work that great. Now, that is very subjective, right? Because like I've said in my previous videos, if you're past a certain distance, the focal plane is pretty much the same, so it doesn't matter. But anyways, I'll link that video below. But the new update, I am kind of blown away by what Canon's been able to do. So my theory was that they didn't have the processing power or the AI to kind of do this when this camera came out, but that just seems to be wrong. I'm going to go ahead and kind of put some video I did with one of my EOS Rs that was updated and another one that wasn't, so you guys can see as I talk through it. So with my test, I wanted to use two focal lengths. I wanted to use the 35 1.8 RF and the 50 1.2 at 1.2 to see if there was a difference, because with the previous update, again, you had to be at a portrait distance for the eye to pick up. And as you can see here with the 35 1.8, with the old update, the eye doesn't really pick up whatsoever. It doesn't matter how close you get. Sometimes briefly does recognize the eye, but most of the time it doesn't. So I would say with the 35, maybe 95% of the time it didn't pick up the eye. What's super impressive is after the update, it picks up the eye extremely well, even at crazy distances, which is pretty amazing that Canon was able to improve their IAF that much with a firmware update. Usually these kind of advancements, I would say, require kind of a new body, new chip, or just trying to upsell you. So the fact that Canon released this update, and as you can see here with the new update, just picking up the eye all the time, is pretty impressive, and tells me that Canon is backing up the mirrorless bodies, and they are all in this game. So in the end, when you look at kind of the comparison, the update just makes the camera even better. So this is one of my favorite cameras of all time, period. And if you haven't seen my channel, check it out. I've completely switched to EOS Rs for my workflow, for my weddings. It is just hands down one of my favorite cameras, period. And I'm so glad Canon is taking the time to improve it, and improve it this much with a free firmware update. So as a whole, after I did this test, I updated both bodies, and I shot a wedding this past weekend with a new update, and it just performed flawlessly. I think what Canon does really well is they test it, so there was no lockups, there was no freezes, everything performed great, the IAF performed great, and overall, really, really happy with this update, and I'm glad Canon took the time to release it. So if you have an EOS R or RP, you are doing yourself a disservice if you're not downloading this update. Overall, huge thumbs up, and I'm super excited for the direction of Canon's mirrorless system. So as a whole, quick video, guys. Glad to be back on YouTube. I have a review of the 85 1.2 and a first impressions of the 15-35, which I'm filming with right now, coming later this week. So guys, thank you for sticking around. Thank you for subscribing. Like this video. Let me know if you have any questions down below. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. Peace.